She isn't just someone I love in this moment. She is the woman I see in every version of my future. When I imagine the years ahead, no matter how uncertain or undefined they are, she is always there, walking beside me through seasons of growth, moments of struggle, and the quiet victories that never make noise but somehow shape an entire life. Her presence doesn't remove the unknown, but it changes how it feels. The future becomes less frightening, less heavy, because whatever it brings, I know I won't be facing it alone. Before her, tomorrow felt like a road covered in fog. I kept moving forward without truly knowing why. I chased goals, responsibilities, achievements, things that looked impressive from the outside, but once I reached them, they felt strangely hollow. I kept going anyway, telling myself that direction would eventually reveal itself, but it never quite did. Loving her changed that. Suddenly, tomorrow mattered, not because of success or recognition, but because it promised another day with her, another chance to build something real, something shared. She inspires me in the quietest, most honest way. She doesn't demand that I become better. She doesn't push or pressure or reshape me. She simply believes that I can be, and in her eyes, I see the man I'm capable of becoming. That reflection, steady and patient, pushes me to grow with courage rather than fear. When my confidence fades, her faith in me becomes my strength. That my efforts don't matter. That the world is indifferent no matter how hard I try. In those moments, she becomes my anchor. Sometimes it's a single look, sometimes a gentle word, sometimes just her quiet understanding. She doesn't erase my pain, but she shares it with me, and that alone makes it bearable. She knows my flaws. She sees my fears. She recognizes the parts of me I try to hide, and still, she stays. Her love isn't blind, it's aware. That kind of love teaches me how to forgive myself. It allows me to grow without shame. With her, love isn't a fleeting emotion that rises and falls. It's a daily choice. It shows up in patience during disagreements, loyalty during uncertainty, and the willingness to heal old wounds together. We don't promise a perfect future. We promise to face it side by side, to choose each other even when it's difficult. I see her most clearly in the small moments of tomorrow, more than in the grand dreams, in shared silence after long days, in late-night conversations that drift into laughter, in simple routines that quietly turn into memories. These moments don't look extraordinary, but they're where love proves itself real. They remind me that happiness isn't built all at once. It's built gently, one day at a time. She is the queen of my tomorrow, not because of what I achieve, but because of who I become with her. A life with her isn't a fantasy kingdom. It's something stronger, a kingdom built on trust, respect, and steady love. I know I'll always feel at home with her. I kept walking toward it without understanding why. Days followed each other, but there was no real anticipation waiting on the other side. I had plans, responsibilities, dreams, but they felt disconnected from my heart. The future existed, but it didn't call to me. I woke up focused on surviving rather than living. Even my achievements faded quickly once reached, leaving behind a quiet loneliness. Then she entered my life, and something shifted without warning. Tomorrow softened. It no longer felt distant or cold, but closer, warmer, filled with possibility. Her presence gave shape to time itself. The future finally had a face, a feeling, a reason. Tomorrow stopped being just another day on the calendar. It became a promise of conversations yet to happen, of laughter not yet shared, of moments that would matter simply because we were in them together. Hope didn't arrive as a sudden miracle. It grew slowly, like a steady light. I found myself planning ahead with intention, imagining not just where I wanted to be, but who I wanted to be for her. Purpose replaced emptiness. Direction replaced confusion. Even uncertainty lost some of its power. Challenges still existed, but they felt manageable, meaningful, even because whatever came next, we would face it together. She taught me that the future doesn't need to be perfect. To be worth looking forward to, it only needs love, effort, and someone willing to walk beside you through whatever unfolds. With her, hope became realistic, grounded, not in fantasy, but in shared commitment. Now, when I think of tomorrow, my heart feels steady. I don't rush toward it or fear it. I wait for it. She inspires me to become a better man in ways I never expected. There's no force in her love. No demand for instant change. She sees potential where I see doubt. And that quiet confidence awakens something deeper than motivation. It makes me want to rise, not for approval, but because I finally believe growth is possible. Her belief remains steady, even on days I stumble. When I fall short of my own expectations, she doesn't withdraw or judge. She stays. Through her eyes, I've learned that becoming better is a journey, not a verdict passed on my worst moments. Patience is one of her greatest gifts. She understands that healing takes time, that progress is often invisible before it becomes real. In moments when I doubt myself deeply, when my past mistakes feel louder than my future, hope she doesn't rush to fix me. She listens. She stays. Her silence, filled with understanding, often teaches me more than words ever could. Her love is quiet, but powerful. It shows itself in consistency, in small gestures, in unwavering support when no one else is watching. Because of her, I reflect more honestly on who I am and who I want to be, not out of guilt. I want my actions to match the way she believes in me. I want to live up to the man she already sees, even when I struggle to see him myself. She teaches me that strength isn't dominance or perfection. It's effort, humility, consistency. Through her love, I've learned to face my flaws without running, to choose improvement even when it's uncomfortable. In loving her, I've become someone I respect more each day, not because she asked me to change, but because her belief makes me want to. In my darkest moments, when doubt settles deep, when silence becomes heavy, when worries replay themselves late at night, she becomes my light. Not a blinding one, a guiding one. Sometimes it's her voice, sometimes just the thought of her, but she reminds me that I don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. She doesn't tell me everything will magically be okay. She tells me I'm not alone. She makes space for my pain instead of dismissing it. And that alone brings comfort. When the world feels harsh, she offers softness. When I feel broken, she treats me with care and respect. She understands my flaws in a way that feels rare and deeply human. I don't have to pretend to be stronger or calmer or more certain around her. She sees the cracks clearly, but she doesn't treat them as failures. She treats them as parts of a whole person who is still learning how to live and love. Her love doesn't come with conditions or deadlines. It remains steady, even when I stumble. And because she accepts me as I am, I want to become better, not out of fear of losing her, but out of respect for her love. That acceptance doesn't make me complacent, it makes me courageous. With her, love stopped being something dramatic and unstable. It became a quiet promise lived through actions more than words. Choosing her every day isn't always effortless, but it's always intentional. Love becomes listening instead of withdrawing, understanding instead of reacting, staying instead of walking away. We grow together, we heal together, we learn each other again and again, allowing space for change without fear of losing connection. Love becomes steady, enduring, real. She is the calm in my chaos. Her presence doesn't fight my storms, it quiets them. And why tomorrow is worth waiting for.